Hi friends, welcome to my channel Simple Learning Tips. So in today's video, we'll be discussing the topic organizing. So we are going in order, planning, organizing like that of management functions. So in today's topic, we'll be covering definition, types of organization, organization levels or span of management, organizing process. Okay, so if you haven't seen my previous video of principles of management and evolution of management thought, I'll leave the link in the description box as well as in the iCard. Please do check that for a better understanding of this video. So without much further ado, let's move on to today's topic. Before that, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more HR videos like this. So first one, definition. So what is organizing? See, I'll start with an example first. See, you might have seen a lot of, you might have attended a lot of weddings and also, you might have seen Filmfare Awards in TV, Oscars in TV, or the best example is our Republic Day parade and the Independence Day functions that happens. See, you can see that how well structured it is. Okay, the program schedule, everything is according and it is very well structured. Okay, so how that happens? They might have formed, food committee, they might have formed entertainment committee, and, a lot of committees might have planned, might have formed, a lot of work might have gone behind the scenes, which we don't often see that. Okay, guest committee would have been there, a public relation committee would be there, then, the media committee would be there. So, and these committees, different committees would have been formed, and each and every committee would have been assigned with the task. And as they have the whatever Independence Day functions and parades and Republic Day parades that we are seeing, that is a result of a very well structured organizing that has happened. Okay, so like I said, various committees would have formed and they all have worked efficiently and effectively, and the end result is the programs that we see. Okay, so that is organizing. See, just take a simple example. If a wedding is happening in your house, what will happen? You should have food, the auditorium, and you need clothes, jewelry, and of course money, and you should invite the guest, or you could go for a simple wedding and go to register office and get registered. So whatever you are doing, there should be a proper goal. Okay, a proper plan should be there, and each and every individual in your house, like I'm saying in the example of wedding, they will have each and every responsibility. So, see, if everybody is involved in work and guests are coming and nobody is attending them, then also it would be kind of chaotic. So one person should be there in house along with bride or groom to attend the guest, and one person will be managing the catering. So all these things has to be well defined, well structured, and each and every individual should know what work they are doing to accomplish the objective. So that is what organizing means. It means creating a formal structure of roles or positions in an organization. So that is basically organizing. So basically what it implies is that employees are working together in an organization. They have their positions, and whatever work they are doing, whatever tasks that they have been assigned to achieve the organizational objectives, it should go in a very smooth way, and also it should be effective and efficient. Okay, so simply organizing means it is a kind of process of coordination between employees' effort, okay, and also providing resources to them, and all these things are working towards to achieve organizational objectives. Okay, so I hope it is clear. Just take an example from your home, anywhere, you will understand it more clearly. Okay, next one, types of organization. Okay, there are basically two types of organization. Formal organization, it means that well structured organization. Every employee in that organization knows that okay, this is the task that I have to perform. This is the roles that I have to perform. If I don't complete this work, I am responsible for this work, and I have to monitor these many subordinates. Okay, the well-defined organization means there will be a well-defined department, and there will be, well-defined KRA, key result areas for each and every department to measure their targets. Okay, also, each and every individual's KRAs, key result areas will be defined very well. Okay, so basically everybody knows what they have to do. Okay, and they will know their authority, what kind of authority they have, well defined roles, and responsibility, and they know what they are accountable for. Basically, there is clarity in division of work. That is formal organization. For example, you will have a vice president, you will have a chief executive officer, various departments will be under him, and each and every department will have a department head. Okay, for example, in a college, you have HOD, you have dean, you have vice chancellor, you have registrar, assistant registrar. It's a very well structured format of an organization. Okay. Now, informal organization, it comes out of this formal organization. Okay, it is a kind of social interaction between employees, irrespective of their roles. Okay, a vice president may go out with a department head, for a coffee break, and for sometimes even cigarette break. If you have seen Friends movie, you know that Rachel goes to work in Ralph Lauren company, and there her boss and another subordinate, they go for cigarette breaks. I'm not supporting cigarette, okay, and I hate cigarette. Just an example, okay, and you know that how they interact, and whatever decisions they are making, they will make in that cigarette area, smoking area, and when they come up, this Rachel girl, she won't be involved in that decision making. This is a kind of informal, the best example for informal kind of relationship. Not only cigarette smoking breaks, you have coffee breaks, lunch breaks. Okay, also some employees, irrespective of their departments, they will go together, they will have a good friendship, they might have formed a good friendship, and they will go for outings on weekend and all that. Okay, so basically they interact whatever outside their roles. That is what is informal organization means. And it kinds of, and it kinds of help to achieve job satisfaction, because employees have identified like-minded people where they can interact with each other. Okay, so it kinds of give us a job satisfaction to them. So that is informal organization. I hope it is clear. Next one is span of management. Span of management, see, simply just understand what is span of management. Okay, it means the number of subordinates a superior or a supervisor can handle. That is basically, simply in simple terms, that is basically span of management. If I am a leader, how many people can work under me? How much ability I have to handle subordinates? Okay, maybe one, I'll have the ability to handle only one subordinate, or maybe two, or even I can handle 100 of people at a time. That is span of management. Okay, and it affects, based on this span of management, organization levels changes. Okay, there can be a small tall structure, or horizontal, vertical, like that. Okay, now first one is narrow span of management. Now narrow span of management means there will be only fewer subordinates. Okay, 1, 2, like that. You can count how many subordinates a leader is, a supervisor is handling. Okay, so that is narrow span of management. Now there are, this narrow span of management means, you see, only 1 or 2 subordinates will be there. So what will happen is that he can monitor their performance more closely. Okay, and also what if he can effectively manage in the sense, if any mistakes or anything happen, he can identify that and he can rectify, because there are only 1 or 2, like that, few subordinates are there. And also the communication will be very fast, because of the less number of subordinates, communication level will be very fast. Okay, now yes, there are a little bit disadvantages in this. So because like I said, this will go for a tall level of management. The reason behind that is, See, one superior can handle only two supervisor or, three kind of thing. So then it will be like, there will be more levels of management which can be, which can cost more to the company. Okay. Now, next one is wide span of management. Now, here it simply means like the reverse. Okay, supervisor can handle more subordinates. So, it will be a wide structure. Okay, wide span of management. Now, here what will happen is that the supervisor, they have to delegate the work. Okay, in this structure, in this kind of organization structure, they have to distribute their load to the subordinates. Okay, and in this case, clear policy and procedures should be made, because it is very difficult to manage, when there will be 100 of workers under one superior, the difficulty. Okay, so there should be clear policies, procedures and rules to manage that organization structure. And also the subordinates that you are selecting you should carefully select them. You should know that they are more efficient and effective people. Otherwise, it will be very difficult to manage. And yeah, so these are the basically uh, benefits of wide span of management. Okay. So there are more benefits also, but I hope you got an understanding of what is narrow span of management and wide. Narrow means fewer subordinates, wide means more subordinates. From the word itself, you can understand. Now, next one, organizing process. First one is basically we have borrowed from planning. Determining objectives. You have to identify what is it that we are going to accomplish. You have to define your goals clearly. You have to lay out all the policies, procedure, rules, whatever you have to achieve that objective, that should be clearly specified. Okay. Next one is division of work. Now, what are the objectives. Okay. Now, let's say, your objective is to, for example, let's say that, your objective is to hire 100 employees. Okay, now that is your objective, your goals. And now division of work means now you are dividing these into various categories, various small jobs. Okay, for example, you have to identify, what all the various works, okay, that has to be done to accomplish this goal. Okay, in our example, to hire 100 people, what we have to do? Okay, we have to first identify in which department they have to be posted, wherever vacancies are there that we have identified, and then what all the various what are their job description. Okay, so what is their job specification, what are the qualifications you need, and all these things you have to perform, and in which locations they have to be hired. Okay, so all these things has to be decided. Then whether you will be going for internal reference, or whether it will be outside reference, whether you will be going for newspaper publication, or you will be going for online portals. So all these things, see what I am doing to achieve that objective, I am dividing the work that I have to do into small categories. Okay, into small work, okay, that we have to do to achieve this objective. So that is division of work. You are basically dividing the work that has to be completed to achieve this objective. Next one is grouping. Okay, now grouping means you are grouping, like the word meaning suggests. You identify that, okay, these are the human employees that are available in the organization. These are the resources that we have available in the organization, which includes raw materials or whatever equipments, plus financial resources. Okay, and based on the situation, you are using them effectively and efficiently. Okay, so you are grouping these activities. So basically, for in our example, we can say that, like I said, there is like, you are going for advertising. So you have to find out what is the budget that can be allocated. So if it is newspaper, then there will be cost, and in some online portal, they also charge us. Okay, and for hiring, you have to conduct the interview and lot of things. So you will have to book a venue, or even in the organization, you can select any auditorium or anything. So all these things, you need resources, like you need employees, you need human resources, right? So you have to find out, do we have the capability, do we have the number of employees to conduct these kind of hiring, or should we give to an external agency in total? I'm just giving you an example, okay? So you are grouping these activities based on the available resources and also in the best way possible that an organization could do. Now, once you have done that, next you are delegating. What you are delegating? You are delegating these works to the head of the department, and basically you form various departments. Okay, you identify the departments, and you are giving these tasks to that head of the department, whom will further delegate the work, divide the work among his subordinates. Okay. And also in this case, again, roles, responsibility, authority, accountability, everything will be delegated. Okay. Now, in our case, like, for this advertising, let's say we are giving it to marketing department head and to advertise for the recruitment. Okay. And for example, like this. Okay. Next one is authority relationships and information flow. See, like we have identified, various departments and whatever work they have to do, everything has been delegated, divided, everything has been done. Now, there should be a relationship between all these departments. It's not that, and coordination. Well, coordination should be there between these departments for smooth functioning of the for work to attain this objective. Okay. So that is authority relationship and information flows. That means, they should, a well coordination should be there. There should be a smooth flow of communication, and also, a proper people should know what they are doing, to whom they have to report, who is responsible for what work, and that relationship should also be there, and that information should also flow smoothly in an organization for performing any work. Okay. Then, after this, you have to implement the task, and then once it is implemented and you have attained that goal, you review, and if any mistake you find, or any alternative way to do that work in an efficient and effective manner can be found out, identify it, and then reorganize it. Okay. So that is organizing process. See, this is from an organizing perspective. Just think of it as a small thing that has happened in an organization, in your home. Okay. Any engagement function in your college, any functions that has happened, all these things are part of this organizing process. Okay. If you take that example, no, it will be very easy to remember these steps. Okay. So with this, I'm winding up this video. I hope it is clear. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to this channel. And thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for more videos like this. Thank you.